Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Welcome, everyone, to Ford Field, home of the Lions here in Detroit, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Akron's offense comes onto the field first today. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after
another one.
that
Get
guy.
another one.
So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
The Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. On the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Oh, come on. I'm trying to...
And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down.
Protect the ball.
There is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. The Seminoles offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gonna run it. It's Webster. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D-lineman. What's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because,
like, say, you know, you're familiar with, like, when you
play the defensive line, it's so important for these college
you kind of know something, like you're familiar with it. Like, you can relate to it. They say, oh yeah, I can relate to that. Like, oh, you
needs it to keep this drive alive. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Seminoles. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. The offense defense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Finds his man. It's Mason. Good ball, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Pulls and fires complete. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's talk about Akron. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take the...
Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Second and goal for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. 14, Akron. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Newell. And he's brought down after a nice game. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll leave it with him. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Guys, let's chat about that. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Applewhite. Right down the middle. Got his man. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Give to the fullback. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
On third down, he drops to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Noles will call on their punt team. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. From the gun, the ground game. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to throw on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Newell. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Zips look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Wants to pass. Sends it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. You find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Direct snap. Creates a little room. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Fourth and short, ball right at midfield. Really don't have a lot to lose by not going for it there, and they're able to cash in.
100% of the time you're going for this. If you're not, you're probably not a guy that...
Open space in the middle. Touchdown, Akron. Once he got some room, it was over.
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it into the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Webster. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last. There he goes. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Noles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Pressure coming. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open on the left. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, no!
How big is that for this offense. Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down. Right before the half, you want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Catch in the middle. It's Winfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Seminoles will try to put one on the board on first and goal. From the guns. Buys a little time. Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That was great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Zips will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Webster. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. He's got his man across the middle. Right down the gut of the field. The 20. Touchdown, Florida State. And the punishment has been extended.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Going to swing it on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hills. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Zips are in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up in the 28. And the Zips will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Gives it on the option. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wide open downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. And the Seminoles are on the move. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Breaks into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, no! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. That's caught. It's Adams. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
The Zips racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
Defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. A really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with a Wildcat there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. And good blocking in space out there to give them enough room to pick up the first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Davis. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give on the option. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the moon kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. Quarterback may change this route. Bring in the heat. Makes the grab. It's Williams. At the 40, there he goes. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Caught over the middle. It's Adams. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Zips moving quickly to the line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Zips have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Zips. Fired in from the red zone for the score. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Marches ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over. They'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
On the snap, it's Richard. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for the loss.
1st and goal for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. He wants it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guy.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll start this drive from the 42. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Seminoles are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Punt is on its way. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start. Jesse the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hills. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on the
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Looking to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. And the Zips with the 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds
hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one.